All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. If there's anybody there, anybody in the world of internet flight sim this evening, good evening. We are here in the beautiful city of Dallas, Texas, and we're getting ready here to go down to Tampa. I've been talking to a friend of mine who loves this flight, loves flying into Tampa, and he's been trying to get me to do the Tampa flight for ages, and I just haven't done it. And so today's the day. So, take a quick look here at what we're going to do. We are, let's add our flight plan here. So we're here in Dallas. We're going to do, we're just going to come out here to the west, go through Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, and then North Florida here. Around the horn down into Florida. We'll be landing to the north. Kind of a little disappointed to see that that the airport I'm landing at is literally right outside of the Vatsim coverage, but that's the way it is, I guess, right? So we will go through that stuff as we get going, but without further ado, get me chair squared away here. All right, so come down here to our electronic flight bag. And we'll get ourselves going here. Get our sim brief data. Good, good, good. You can actually see a little bit better the flight plan here because it's got the actual route. So we just come down. This is the departure out of Dallas. I keep wanting to scroll on that and it doesn't work. It's departure out of here to Dallas down to the southwest. And just north of New Orleans, north of Mississippi, the southern part of Mississippi here. And then the approach will be turning around, landing northbound down in Tampa. So let's get our airport charts here. We are 18 right. Please turn off. I hate the night. I hate the night view on the maps there. So standard instrument departure, we're going to be flying the March 3 RNAV departure today, so we're going to need that. And then once we get down into Dallas, and this is a great little program, SimBrief panel, which gives you your flight plan and gives you all your data about your flight. Really fantastic program. I don't know why it's saying no airline and flight number. That's probably because it thinks that I probably haven't successfully. I've been having problems with flight plans and Vatsim lately, but at least I remember to turn my ACARs on this time, which is really cool. So let's first of all there's like 42 things that you have to do before you get a flight going. One of them is connecting to Vatsim. So we're American 2321 this evening. And there we go. I just want to make sure that my Vatsim flight plan got filed, because a little suspicious that it says why would this be the case? Okay. 2321. There's that. So, we'll be getting along with the activity shortly here. I just need to refile this flight plan because it didn't take the flight number. Bah, what's going on? How you doing? It is. I have 2 more days as a free man. And so alright, squawk 6224. So I did some changes to my setup. The sound audio should be a lot better. Squawking 6224. Alright, we do have Houston Center online. Is Houston Center covering this area? No, it is not. Alright, perfect. So now let's get to our arrival. Let's fetch this again. Now we got our flight number. And we're doing the Maddie 4 arrival. So we're gonna need that. We're gonna need the ILS. At least I plan on flying the ILS. 1 left. In Tampa, and then we're going to need the airport chart as well in Tampa. So there's all that. Now let's see if we can get us some Peter, what's going on? It must be late with you. How you doing? It is past your bedtime. That is great. How you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, I was just telling Bob I'm doing just doing some flights while I can, you know, because next week I'm not going to be able to do Monday night flights probably anyway. So winds in Dallas are 170 at 12, gusting 21. That's right down the runway. And altimeter is 299.2, scattered 6,000, temperature 340.21. So weather's pretty good, just a little bit windy, which is not unusual in Dallas because Dallas is a windy place. Alright, so let me put this up for a second. Let's go do performance tool is there. Let's start loading some stuff into the FMC. So what are you guys up to? I feel like I'm just getting my feel for this airplane back, which is good stuff. I always do that. So just me and the dog tonight. Fuel is, let's see, zero fuel weight is 127.3. Checks. Block fuel 22,541 is good, and reserve is 8,000, so that's perfect. So we'll set the payload, we'll set the fuel, and we'll select our route. So my buddy Z Sim Pilot loves flying into Tampa. The other thing I have with me tonight, I have homemade mint tea. This shows you how exciting my life is. I like mint tea. Straight out of my own herb garden. Tell me where you'll find that on any other stream. Alright, so we'll let that load. And it's weird, it's Monday. I was off Friday and today, so I'm kind of like a little bit out of sorts in terms of like what day it actually is. Do that. Make sure the plane loaded correctly, and it did. So let's do some performance calculations. We're going to go runway 17 right. I do believe, and make sure, 17 right. And we're going to import this from the aircraft. We're going flaps 5 today. Import the weather. OAT is correct. All right. Select temp is 50. OAT is 34. V ref is 151. I got all my numbers. All right. So we'll come back here. No. Yes. So it should be pretty straightforward taxi. Let's go N1. Got OAT of 50. Oh, excuse me, select temp of 50, OAT 34. That is correct. And we'll do a departure and arrival. Alright, we're going 17 right. Marsh. We're going Marsh 3. We're going Zalea. Execute that. Come back here. Tampa. Let's see here. We're going into Tampa. We've got the Matty 401 both. Transition defund. That doesn't sound really exciting. And transition, let me take a look here at Navigraph, because our transition is fine, all right, because so pi is here. I don't want pi. I mean, I guess I probably should. No, I'm not going to. Because if I put that in the flight plan, it's going to reroute us a little bit. So we'll just come down here, we'll get vectors, and we'll come in for the approach. So that is that. And that is another one of my new additions for the stream. Now we can look at Navigraph charts, which is cool stuff. Alright, so we'll execute that. Come back here. And when it's set, takeoff, flaps 5. Why don't I have a first officer to do this stuff for me? You know? 148 it comes up with. That's alright. Let's go. Runway wind is 170 at 12. I know. And then we'll go back. Doink, doink. Step that. And let's set the trim here. You can kind of see it. Alright, so that's good. Now, squawk is 6224. Should be a nice, flight down. The other thing I need to remember is CTAF, KDFW. I'm gonna get my CTAF for Dallas. Yeah, that was crazy. It was funny. I watched that back. At least the approach portion of it, and it really wasn't too bad on my part, but it was intense. That's for sure. But that's what Dallas is like. I mean, that's a major hub, you know. What do I have? I have a radio thing up here, which I've never used. Vatsim radio. I don't even know what it does. Okay, well, never mind. So, alright, we're gonna go. 122.55. And then we'll do. There's 122.550, correct? 122.550. Alright, so that's. Well, I'm not gonna switch that quite yet. 122.8 I want on this. So 122.8 it is. Alright, so I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. Let's go over here. We have on the initial departure here. Let's see here. I always think this is scroll when I scroll my mouse. It doesn't work. 176 to 1120, then direct tracks at or above 5,000. Join 085 to tour. Tour is 10,000. So we should be good. We should be good to go 10,000. Alright. Or what did it say? It said out about 5,000. So we'll do 5,000. We'll do 5,000. We'll do it the right way. Alright. So there's 5,000. What is... Darn it. Oh, let's see. Come on, baby. Zoom for me. 178 is heading 176. And we've got 148, so 168 will do us well here. Last thing I didn't check was cruise altitude, flight level 370. I'll check the legs page here as well in a second. I think we're good to start the APU. And I learned something interesting about starting the engines. Coach Maddie Rooker Blau. Alright, so we're good to go. There's route data. Let's get route wins. AV4JVJ. How well did I do that? I'm not as familiar with it, and it's just easier to start up and run the 7.3 right now. I love the 777. I just need a little more time in it to kind of. It's not that I don't think I can fly it on Vatsim per se, which I've done. I did it like the first week I had it, first couple of days I had it. But the difference is just getting it set up. It would be tedious for you guys to watch me do it. So until I get myself a little bit, just get like a little better handle on it, I'm gonna just do this plane, if that makes sense. I'm pretty good. So when they talk about APU bleed and starting the engines, so the bleed air, which is this here, it literally blows air into the engine to spin the blades. And once the blades get spinning to a certain RPM, you introduce the fuel, and ignite the fuel, and then the engine starts properly, but it literally uses bleed air from the APU. The APU is a little engine. You can see the APU is a little engine right here in the tail of the airplane. It's the auxiliary power unit, and it literally just blows out. Literally just blows the fan blades. And you are absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. I mean, there's no question. It's a lot easier to fly the 777. It really is. It's going anti-collision lights. You're right. It's work. It's definite work. Alright, let's switch over. I just want to make sure there's nobody on Vatsim here at Dallas, and there is not. What are we going to taxi? That's the next question. We're going to taxi, let's say, let's say Kilo 7 Lima. Kilo 7 Lima, and we'll just take Zulu. That's fine. That's quite a bit of runway there, and we're 17 right, and we are position 5. Pushing back Charlie Gates. Okay, so good to go. Good to go. Let's go menu. Let's go FS actions. We'll go pushback. And we'll nose to the right. Okay, so we're good to go. But yeah, the 737 is definitely a lot more work. Definitely a lot more work than the 777. One of the things I love about the 777 is it's so easy. Alright. You know what? One last thing to do, and that's that right there. And let's go.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start. They want the tail to our left. Roger that. Ready for pushback, tail to the left. Release brake, please.
Alright, we gotta get that right engine started quick.
Brakes released.
Because that is where our air is.
Brakes released.
DFW traffic, American 2321, we're pushing back. Charlie Gates, we're going to be taxiing runway 17 right via Kilo 7, Lima, Zulu, DFW. That's a good question, Bob. It's different work-wise compared to the ATR. The ATR is simpler. The ATR is simpler. There's less to do. It's a less complex airplane, but there's some tricks with the ATR too. You know, like getting it to capture descents correctly and things like that. It's not easy. So it's definitely easier. But it's yeah, you know, I've never tried FS2 crew, and I probably should.
Complete. Park brake, please. Brake set.
You know, I really should. Speaking of the ATR, there's a Winair ATR in Dallas, Texas.
Alright, steering pin is disconnected. Watch for the slip release from guidance on your left. Have a good flight.
let's get flight directors on. LNAV, VNAV. Start with that. Start with that. Alright, you turn that off. ISO valve off. What's weird is that I need ram door open. Not sure what that means, to be honest with you. Let's have us a look here. Ram door full open. Normal condition on the ground during slow flight with flaps fully retracted. You should not see that indication in normal flight. Alright, so that keeps the packs cool. Hey, Pilot Dave, what's going on? So basically what that does is keeps the packs cool while we're getting going. So let's turn on the taxi lights. Alright, turn off lights. Actually, you know what? I just realized I need to use so I turn those on. Okay, so alright, I believe we are good to go. Toes are on the brakes. Turn that off. We'll go flaps 5. All brakes RTO. Alright, we are ready to rumble. Yeah, the 7 series, they're not really that much different. The different versions of the 7.3, just basically size, really. Let's take a look here, make sure nobody's coming. Southwest flies a lot of 7 series for the 737. That's me turning to take a sip of my tea. So, you know, I don't know why I'm not that big into the Max. I mean, and it has nothing to do with the safety record. I think the safety record of the Max is not really accurately discussed. I think I mean, there's no question Boeing did some things they shouldn't have done, but mainly inform the pilots. The thing about pilots is pilots want to know every single detail about their airplane. They want to know absolutely everything. And if they don't, they are not happy. But and things like the single point of failure, with the AOA indicators and things like that. But I think the Max is a pretty safe airplane. I'm going to be flying on one pretty soon. Altimeter's 299 so we're good with that. Yeah, it's probably just a little bit the cockpit because it's different generations. But even that I don't think is too much different. So, alright, so let's take a quick look here at, that's not what I need. Let's take a quick look at our departure. I also don't need this. And by the way, I've discovered that Dallas is a very stuttery airport. So the stutters that you're seeing have nothing to do with the flight. It's just that Dallas is like this. So March 3 departure. Yeah, this is a little irritating, isn't it? Alright, 17 right, kind of heading a 176, then direct treks. So 176, basically straight out, and then a left base turn, left crosswind turn. So let's get back on center line here. Coming up on Zulu here. So my rudder pedals are all screwy too. Which you can probably tell. I'll arm the auto throttle. And I think we're good to go. LNAV, VNAV set and indicating initial climb 5,000. Lights all coming on. Short here, make sure there's no incoming traffic. And then we'll get rumbling here. Let me check I'll check the comments here in just 1 second. Alright, I haven't seen any texture issues, it's just the performance. And by the way, is the audio okay? Because I made some adjustments to the audio. Hopefully it sounds a bit more in balance with everything else that's going on. So, 5x5, awesome. CraneGen 2.0 out soon. Magna PI, what's going on? I didn't know that. I need to. It's so funny. Thank you, Bob. It's so funny how much information I get from you guys. Charlotte, and I was getting stutters 32. It depends on the airport too, Dave. You know, it really does. Awesome, Peter. I appreciate that. Thank you. Alright, so let me just take a quick look, make sure there's nobody landing here. Even though if there are, they should be talking. But a lot of people are forgetting to do that. Alright, we're good to go, 1.25. DFW traffic, American 2321, we're departing runway 17 right. Your right crosswind departure to the east, DFW. Because if they're not on CTAP, they're not going to hear me. So, alright, auto throttle is armed, LNAV, VNAV is set. Speeds and altitudes are set, flaps are set, auto brakes are set. Lights are on. Turn that off. Turn that on. Runway is looking good. Alright, and that's what we like to see. Oh, I love to see an open runway. See, this guy's not talking at the other end of the runway. He's on Vatsim, he's not saying a word. Alright. Hey, Pilot Dave, thanks for joining up. I appreciate that. Awesome. Alright, so there is 50% N1. Engines are stabilized. Toga power is set.
Airspeed alive.
Checked. I really appreciate that, Dave. Cross-checked. Really appreciate the support. Thank you. To be so light on the rudder pedals. We're heavy. You can tell we're heavy because it took quite a while to accelerate.
Positive rate of climb.
gears coming up. And straight ahead 176 to 1120. And Dallas, Texas. Off we go. There's 1200. I'll hand it over to George here. And autopilot is engaged. Speed is good with flaps 1. And there's up speed. J. Russ, what's going on? You know, I go through the same kind of things, you know. And J. Russ, I sent you something on email. Let me know if you got it. Cabin is pressurizing, and you know what I did not do? Let me tell you guys a secret from real pilots. There is no such thing as a perfect flight. It does not exist. It does not exist. We'll climb 9 or 1,000. Because I was sitting in my last departure out of... Let me make sure we got everything. The lights are good. Cabin is pressurizing. Everything's good. APU is off. Hydraulics are all on. Window heating probes are on. Temps are fine. Restrict fans, packs, ISO valves. Everything is good. So I was patting myself on the back, which is the first sign that you're about to screw up. And so my last departure didn't really go that well. Peter, have a good night. Sleep well, and I appreciate you stopping in. It's always good to see you. Making a turn here. And we go 150. 15,000. So my last departure out of Miami over here was not good. And thank you, Peter. I appreciate it. Always good to see you. And so my last departure stunk. And so I really wanted to make sure that with this departure, I got myself, I basically, my last departure, I just didn't get organized. And I missed a few things. And so I was like, this time I'm going to be on top of it, and I'm going to make sure I don't miss anything. Well, I did, I took care of everything that I needed to take care of that I messed up last time. I'm going to go over to 122.8 now. And we are squawking. Alright. And so I took care of, and this is the way it generally goes. I took care of everything that I messed up last time. But I forgot to do something. I forgot to turn the probes on. And I've flown this airplane for, I don't know, 3 years now. Never forgotten to turn the probes on. Never. But of course, it's, you know, if you're focused on other things, you're going to miss something else. That's why God created checklists. And I don't use a checklist for this airplane because honestly, I feel like I know this plane well enough, which is stupid. That doesn't make any sense. I realize that. But that's what I do. It's funny, Bob, because when I fly the ATR, I have to use a checklist. When I fly the 737, which is a more complicated airplane, I don't, which doesn't make any sense. So let's check again. But cabin is pressurizing. Is 11,000. We can go up to, let's go flight level 230. And then we gotta turn our Landing lights off because we're above 10,000 feet. But yeah, I've never tried, what is that, FS2 Crew. I really should look into it. So, yeah, the hotel mode is pretty wild. And it's such a genius solution. It really is, if you think about it. Let's make sure my... It really is a genius solution. Yeah, hotel mode. So hotel mode in the ATR, you can turn on the right engine and run the right engine without the prop turning. So you get the hydraulics, you get the electric, you get all that stuff from the right engine, but the prop isn't actually turning. So it's basically ATR's version of an APU, and so basically because the ATR flies in and out of exactly, Bob, exactly, because it flies in and out of a lot of, you know, lesser I don't know, lesser used fields, but like less sophisticated environments, I guess you could say. And so it needs that option. So we'll just dial it right up to 2370, and we're good to go. 16,000 climbing 370. That was pretty smooth though. I forgot to turn on the probes, but weather's fine. Nothing's gonna happen. But all that is the probes that I forgot. It's the probes check the windshield temperatures, and the turns on the windshield heat if it needs to be turned on to keep the windows from freezing up. So, like dumping a clutch, exactly. Exactly right, actually, that's funny. I tell you what, so I did an herb garden this year. This is going to be the least interesting story you're going to hear this year. I did an herb garden, and I love my herb garden. I'm so happy with it. The cool thing about an herb garden is that it's immediate. Like, you get use of 18,000 with standard altimeter. Lights are off. Engine starters are on auto. Cabin is pressurizing. That one, Gen 1. Those are all on. APU's off. Just running through it again just to make sure there's nothing I missed. Gonna let the people free. And this is the window heat and the probes that I forgot. Anti-ice is off. Hydraulics are good. And temps are all good, which means we started properly. So, yeah, but like, so now I've got mint, so I just go out and clip fresh mint and make myself a lovely tea. And it's really nice. So, cool light level 200, climbing 300. So let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got with Volanta here. So, we are out of Dallas. We'll upload our screenshot here. Let's see here. Alright, there we go. So we're out of Dallas. You know, I went crazy. I have everything. I went like herb garden crazy. I really did. I've got mint, I've got thyme, I've got rosemary, I've got dill, I've got sage, I've got 2 kinds of oregano. I've got 3 kinds of basil. I mean, it's crazy. It's great though. Go out and clip some fresh mint and then just make a tea. It's nice. It really is. So, oh, the R Trent, yeah. The A350 looks nice too. That looks really nice. And the A350 is the only. Oh, nice. We got Jackson Center on now. That's awesome. The A350 is the only Airbus I'm really interested in. For whatever reason. I can't explain it. It doesn't make sense. It's like a mini farm. Well, so the backstory to my, how do you keep the other cats away? The backstory to my herb garden was that I made a vegetable garden last year, and my vegetable garden sucked. And so Mrs. Islandson Pilot told me I couldn't have a vegetable garden this year. And so I had to do something else. And so I decided that I would do an herb garden. And it was like a total spur of the moment thing at the, we were at the whatchamacallit, the greenhouse, and I saw all these herbs, and I was like, let's give it a try. So, you can see we're going to get Jack Center, and nice! We've got Tampa Approach. How cool is this? Oh, this is fantastic. I hope they stay on. That would be really great. Let's see what kind of live traffic we have coming in. So live traffic, we've got 7 departures. So 2, you know, I wish there was a way to display Vatsim traffic on, or just display Volanta traffic on, in the sim. And I wish the people that use Volanta would use Vatsim. I understand why they don't. It's 2 different things, but here's somebody else who's flying the exact same flight, American 1515. Where is he? Where is he? Is that him right there? Anyway, but this would be awesome if we have, if they stay online. And we have ATC, because we have Jack Center, Tampa Approach, and that would be fantastic. That would be very, very cool. So there is our Volanta view here. And let me see. You know, somebody else mentioned that to me, Pilot Dave. Somebody else mentioned that to me, and my problem is I write all these things down. Is it, let's see, right? Vatsim radar. Vatsim radar, look at this. So let me see if I can add this. Let me see if I can add this. There we go, Vatsim radar. So you guys should be able to see Vatsim radar now, and this is very, very cool. So that's us right there. Wow. That is really sweet. This is one of the things that I like, is seeing the events. I almost flew an event last night up in the upper Midwest. I mean, this is pretty neat. Yeah, look at that. I'm so glad with the 777. I guarantee you, like, all of these planes over here, 777s, 777, 777. Can't get on that one, but it's an A340. This is gonna be a 777. So these are all. So that airplane has really opened up Africa. Scroll into an airport. Scroll into Tampa. Let's scroll into Miami. There's probably traffic on the ground in Miami, if I had to guess. Oh, wow. It's got 3 departures, 1 arrival. It's got all the gates. My favorite gate. Go to Delta 26. So, ATIS. Nice. Arrival ATIS. Departure ATIS. That is wild. That's really neat. United Airlines, Miami to Minneapolis, St. Paul. That's really pretty cool. Connect Vatsim. Okay. I shall. Hey, look at that. Courteous service. I gotta check this. I gotta spend some time on this one. This is really pretty neat. I love info. So that's me, Anguilla is my home base. Wow, 15. So it tells you your time. Got all your flight plan. That is wild. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. What are you doing now? Okay. Oh, I'm looking at my own stats. Okay. Very, very cool, Dave. I like that. So let's take a look at our aeroplane. Flight level 290. That's really pretty sweet. You know, I think I forgot to start the big maps, but that's alright. No big deal. I still can't get over how beautiful this sim is. I mean, look at the haze. I mean, if you've ever been, you know, flying in real life in this type of environment, it's exactly what it looks like. It is just so cool. It is so cool. We are very, very lucky people to have this sim. I'm blown away. It does. It looks absolutely like real life. It's just amazing. And if you told me we were going to get, you know, if you told me 4 years ago that we'd be here, that I'd be here doing this right now, I wouldn't have believed you. One of the things I remember about, because when I was doing my instrument rating, I did a lot of practice, a lot of instrument approach practice in prepared, and it was so tedious just to get a flight going with a Piper Cherokee 180. You know, Magnum PI, I haven't installed that update yet, so I can't give you an honest answer to that question. That update has been sitting there in my taskbar for about 4 days now, and I haven't installed it. Kashif, what's going on? How are you doing? Good to see you. Are you flying anywhere, buddy? We're heading eastbound this evening over to Tampa. I've never flown into Tampa before, so I'm kind of excited about it. Nice. What are you doing? Oh, you nice. Bombasso toddler duties. Oh, nice. Gosh, let me see. I know I've got you added as a friend on Vatspy. What's your flight number, Kashif? Let me see if I find it here. Kashif Collins, you are doing Let's see, where are you? You're just about to cross over onto dry land. That's a sweet flight. Nice, nice. Dave, I have a single engine instrument in real life. I don't have any need for a multi-rating. I would love to get them, but there's nothing like having 2 throttles in your hand. There's nothing like it. Flying the mighty MD-11, that is sweet. That is sweet. So for everybody's reference, let's take a quick look here on Volanta, and I'll show you where our friend Kashif is. Right there. Out of Anchorage, Alaska. So, 79.5 knot tailwind. The Diamond 42 is a sweet airplane. It really is. That's actually one of my favorite. It's actually one of my favorite twins. I think that's a really neat airplane. I'd love to get a twin rating at some point just to do it. Doing the multi-engine instrument, all you need to do is fly an approach with one engine, and you're good to go. And you get instrument privileges. Yeah, you know what? That's a fun thing, though, Dave. It really is a fun thing. Being able to, like, I mean, we do. I have a buddy of mine that we recreate flights all the time that we did in real life. And I just noticed another thing I did wrong on takeoff. I did not set runway heading on these. I mean, which is not the end of the world, but I should have. So, once again, I have proven that there is no such thing as a perfect flight. And if you want somebody to prove that there's no such thing as a perfect flight, I'm the guy. Trust me. But yeah, Dave, it's a lot of fun. Like, my wife flew down to, she's in Panama right now and visiting family. And she flew from Bradshaw and Hartford, Connecticut, down to Miami, and then Miami to Panama City. And Panama City is one of the coolest. There's some weird approaches into Panama City, and it's a lot of fun to fly in there. And so I've done that flight a couple times in the sim just because it's entertaining, you know. But like in real life we've done Miami to Guadalupe, we've done Miami to Anguilla, we've done Miami to St. Martin, and I mean I've done. I can show you actually. I've done every possible. Let me see. So I've done every possible flight to the Caribbean out of Miami. Except for, curiously, you know what? I haven't done Miami to Dominica. I just realized that. Well, actually, that's not true because I didn't use Volanta early on when I did a bunch of the flights that so I've done a lot of other ones that are not on Volanta, but so I've done like all the flights that we recreated in real life. You know, Dave, I did that one too. That was unbelievable, that approach. And when we did that, and we missed our connection, by the way, on that flight, which really stunk. We were actually going to Panama, and we missed our connection by literally 5 seconds. I came running around the corner and saw the gate door closing. But when we did the river approach into DC, I got pictures and just perfectly square, like really cool images of the Capitol, of the mall, of the White House, the Washington Monument. I mean, I got these just amazing pictures, and then we missed our flight. But that is such a cool one. Where did you fly into from there? MD11 got me into investing into flight sim. Oh, no way. That's amazing, Kashif. It's so funny how these different, like, our memories of all these different things. Have memories of all the different flights we've done, you know. I mean, I can tell you, like, I can tell you so many different really specific stories about specific flights that we've taken over time, you know. Good stuff. And centrifuge tanks are empty. Correct. First plane did an hour. I don't know if I've done 1,000 hours in this plane yet. I'm probably getting close. Probably getting close. Oh, my all of my sim time got deleted from the sim. All my flight time got deleted from the sim when I had to reinstall it. So much for that. But I had like 1,100 hours in MSFS, and it all disappeared. 5,000. Holy cow, Kashif, that's crazy. Oh, Dave, if you want to, feel free to post that here, or also if you want to join the Discord and post it in the video section in the Discord, I'd love to see that. That's really cool. I have seen, yeah, Magnum, you know what? I have seen that plane, and the tri-motor. There's a couple planes in existence that are just, they just have a cultural, you know, story to them that you can't be interested in aviation and not be interested in those planes, and the Ford tri-motor is one of them. Dave, I'll post the link to the Discord here in 1 second. 1 second. And there it is, good sir. And if your Discord name is different than your YouTube name, just let me know so that I can add you to the member section of the Discord. But 5,000 hours in a plane, that is unbelievable. That's awesome. The 737 manual, I can look at it. 737 manuals are good. It's got to be a good 130, 150 pages. The 777 manual is all digital, so it's not really, you know, there's not really a page number you can give. But man, Kashif, that is awesome. That's the thing about flight sim is, you know, people are so dedicated to this hobby in such a cool way, you know. I mean, especially for me, like doing See, 216 Zulu is touchdown time. It's currently 04. So we got about an hour and 35 minutes. So we got about an hour in cruise. 436 pages. Oh my gosh. But that's the thing, though. If you fly one of those in real life, you've got to know that thing inside and out. You know. You know what the funny thing is too, the Fokker F-20, 200. Oh my gosh! But that's kind of the cool thing. You see these guys with these homemade cockpits, right? Of like, you know, the 737, and it's like a full-size recreation cockpit. It's unbelievable. But if that's what you're into and that's what you want to fly, and I can totally understand that. Like, why not? You know, because you can spend the time, if you have it, to you know, to learn this type of airplane that well. Yeah, exactly. the Fokker. You know what's interesting? You know what's funny too is I learned from posting a video that you are allowed to swear on YouTube, even though I don't find swearing an appealing thing to do. But you can swear on YouTube. Yeah, Bob, it's unbelievable. I mean, I'll tell you this. I am under no illusions whatsoever that I am, you know, in any way capable of, you know, or in any way comparable, let's say, in any way comparable to like a 737 first officer, not even within 1,000 miles. But if push came to shove, could I fly this airplane? Yep, I could. You know, you wouldn't want me to, but I could do it, you know. You wouldn't want me to, but I could do it. Like, if the first officer conked over in flight, like, could I go and help, you know, help the captain get the plane on the ground? Sure. I'm sure I could. I'd be a basket case, but I could do it. Gosh, it is beautiful. Hey, Sky, what's going on? Good to see you. What's happening? We're just matriculating over to movie airplane. We're just matriculating over to Tampa this evening. I had so much fun doing that Dallas flight. I really did. So it looks like I'm going to be crossing the 40 of this waypoint. It is a blast, man. It is a blast, I'm telling you. I had so much fun doing that. Jamie, how you doing? Welcome aboard. And it actually really got me back into Vatsim jet flying, because it really is fun and it's challenging. It's good for me as a pilot to practice. I mean, not that I'm, you know, I would ever fly in an environment that intense, really, but honestly, I think the controllers, the Vatsim controllers, are very, very good, and it helps keep up my radio skills. Like, I know I could hop in the Cherokee right now and be in good shape, IFR wise, from this kind of practice. It really helps. Yeah, Sky, I've never looked at Eval really. I've glanced at it here and there, but I've never really checked it out. From what I've heard, Eval is a little bit more relaxed, like, on controller training standards. Like, they're not, everything doesn't have to be like, you know, spot on. But I like the realistic procedures on Vatsim. Kashif, you know what? You can have unhealthy obsessions with a lot of things that are way worse than flight simming. Honestly, dude. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being as into flight sim as you are. Nothing wrong with that at all, in my opinion. Oh, that is no good, Magnum. No. There was no bathroom at all on the flight. Oi. That is not good. That is not good. That's amazing. I can't believe it. So how many hours overall do you think you have in flight sim? I've probably got, I've got 1,500 hours on Vatsim. I've probably got another, I don't know, 500 non-Vatsim. So I'm probably about 2,000 hours in the sim. And about, no, hey, Sky, really? Yeah, all the hours. UN, how are you doing? What are you up to? You were going to be on a trip somewhere, if I remember correctly. What's going on? Yes, I probably have about 20,000 hours. Amazing. That is amazing. But I probably got about 2,000 hours in the sim. Maybe even more, maybe 2,500, I would say, probably the outside. So I started in like maybe FS98, but I don't think I really put in much time back in those days. But in real life, I've got about 380 hours in real airplanes. So, wow, 65. Man, that is crazy. So, Sky, what kind of flights do you normally do? I'm assuming you must do. I mean, I guess I shouldn't assume, though. I was going to say I'm assuming you kind of do long haul. Oh, UN, come on, let us know. Let's hear it. And I'm interested to see what Kashif has got. I had on like maybe 3 computers ago, I had a digital logbook of sim flights. Mostly long haul jets, yep. Gotcha. There's so I use Kashif 2800 on Vatsim. Yeah, I checked your Vatsim number. It was like 30. No, it was like 2,500. Yeah, somewhere around there. Or 2,800. And what was I gonna say? 25,000 on both FS9 and FS. Wait, 25,000 each on FS9 and FSX? In other words, 50,000 or 25,000 total between the two? Sky, I know. I want to hear it. You win the title. Oh. Well, like, I mean, I guess you and Sky both have the same. Okay, so you're looking at like, so 25,000 on the 2FS, 5,000 in prepared, so that's 30,000. And then you said I mean, so you've got to be. I mean, you got to be pushing 30,000 total, no, Kashif? Yeah, that sort of thing is unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, that's not anything crazy at all. It really does amaze me. It really does, in a cool way. I think it's freaking great. I really do. I think that's absolutely awesome. It's relaxing. And honestly, like the you need to catch up. I have to say too, like with the I find FS2 the Flight Sim 2020 a lot more interactive. And now being on YouTube, like all of you guys, I know from doing this, you know, and it's like I do feel like I know you guys. It's great, you know, and to have a connection with people and a common bond, a common interest. It's awesome. It's just fantastic. It is good stuff. You know, I probably start, I mean, well, you know what? I flew, I remember flying, flying, I wouldn't call them simulators per se, but like, I don't know if it was Atari, but it would have been, Google it, Flight Sim. It would have been early 1980s, so it probably was Atari. Wow. Every time I got to... Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, Kashif, is like, and there's so many, like, oh, jeez. Well, it's something you love to do, you know? And I'll tell you, like, from, hey, Jean, and if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, Jean, I apologize. But I'm assuming because you're from Quebec that Jean is the correct way to pronounce it. And good evening to you, sir. It's good to see you. We're just talking about flight sim hours, and there's some people on here with some crazy flight sim hours. But Kashif, what I was saying is that, like, there's all kinds of people that have tons and tons of flight sim hours. Yeah, Sky, I totally agree. But there's plenty of people with tons and tons of flight sim hours that for various reasons couldn't fly in real life. And it could be, you know, a health condition for a lot of people. For a lot of people, it's a family, you know. You have a wife and 2 kids and a mortgage, and it's not, you know, it's just not that important, really, or it's not that feasible. I mean, I literally changed my life around to get my pilot's license in my 30s. Yeah, I totally agree. Sky, I'm sorry to hear that. My coffee, what's going on? It's like the VIP lounge tonight. But like I worked in New York City for like close to 7 years, and I spent 4 or 5 years. Oh no, wait, where are you, UN? But like I spent like 4 or 5 years trying to talk my employer into letting me work from home. And as soon as they said yes, I moved from New York City upstate and bought a really inexpensive house. And the reason I did that is because I wanted the extra income to be able to get my pilot's license. That's literally why I moved where I moved, you know. But I was able to do that, and even then it was a sacrifice. Even then it wasn't easy. And in some ways it's kind of crazy, but like that's what I wanted to do, and I was able to do it. But I tell you, getting your pilot's license is not easy. Yeah, and Kashisa, you know what, like, and for me, honestly, right now, Indonesia, that's unbelievable. That is amazing. Yeah, and that's the thing, Pilot Dave, and I was just about to say, like, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. Like, the one thing about the sim is so not stressful. And the reason is because you're not looking at the tack time. You're not looking at the Hobbs meter, you know. I mean, when I go flying in my Cessna 150, like, I'm looking at the Hobbs meter to see how much, you know, or like if I'm planning a flight in the 150, okay, like if it's going to be an hour and a half, how much is that going to be, you know, or the 180, how much is it going to be, you know. And it's, I mean, I have, you know, I'm very fortunate in the planes that I have, but it's expensive. It's expensive. It really is, you know. So Dave, I know exactly what you mean, and there's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with like taking the time to get your license and then being satisfied with that, you know. But the sim gives us just this awesome opportunity to enjoy flying, you know. Really cool. It really is. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. 860 hours without a license. Flew my fuck. That's awesome. Mike, you should get your license. Why not do it? You should. Let's see here. I think I'm just skirting. Yeah, I'm just barely skirting below Memphis Center. Let me see here. I'll show you guys real quick. So we're right just south of Memphis Center. And that's with Jackson, Mississippi off to our left. Mississippi, as they call it. And we still got, nice, we've still got Jackson Center. Jack Center 135.925. I'll write that down. 135.925. Just hitting land. Yeah, I was seeing that. And then Tampa approach is 118.15. Jack Center. Tampa approach. Yeah. You know what's annoying is when they come on, like right when you're, they never seem to come on when you've got like 50 miles to go and like all the time in the world to do it, to do whatever it is you need to do. They always come online when it's like when you're loading an approach, or I don't know. I like knowing ahead of time. Mike, I mean, you could fly from like, Vero Beach up to Tampa on a 172, or in your vans, you know. This is my absolute favorite time in the flights, in the sim, is this evening view. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, the haze is just so beautiful. Oh, Kashif, I guarantee you that some of the controllers like wait until they see a flight and then jump on. It wouldn't surprise me at all. You know, I wonder what makes people interested in becoming Vatsim controllers. That's one thing I didn't kind of know, or I don't kind of understand, but you know, what makes people interested in becoming Vatsim controllers. Maybe they're controlling people, who knows. But yeah, this is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Is that the is that the Mississippi River, you suppose, out there? Would make some sense, no? the Mississippi River is. Because we must be flying over it. Yeah, you know, Sky, they're great. They're great. UN, it just turned 9 p.m. where I am. Just turned 9 p.m. Mike, that's great. Hey Kashif, that's cool. 2 hours is a draw. You know, it's funny, I think I could probably be alright at it because I like, if I spend some time, like, you know, spend some time, like, learning the craft, but I just have no interest in it. And some of these dudes, Kashif, you're in Dominica, no? And so yeah, it's amazing. It really is. That's what blows my mind. That we're sitting here talking right now, like over air, you know, from opposite sides of the world. And yeah, that's what I was surprised about UN when you came on, because I figured I didn't realize you were in Indonesia. And I was like, God, it's like late. Yashif, one of these days I will come to Dominica. I'm telling you, I will. It'd be great. Oh, nice, Dave. Let me have a look real quick. Let's see here. Oh, that is a cool livery. That is nice. That is a nice looking livery. And let me see. And you are added to the members section, Dave. Welcome aboard, good sir. And yeah, it's you know, Kashif, you might have seen this, but Dominica was recently voted or recently awarded like the most appealing island in the Caribbean, I think, or #1 tourist destination in the Caribbean. I can't remember what it was. Nice, you man. That must have been quite a trip to get out there. Holy cow. How much time we got at the top of this thing here? 146 Zulu. So we got about 45 minutes to top of descent. Of course, I made the assumption last time that they were going to, you know, I guessed at which approach I was going to get, and of course I guessed wrong. So I hope I don't do that again this time, because that would really stink. Let me have a look here. See if we can figure out. There's nobody really going in there. There's nobody really going in there, so it's sort of hard to, I mean, he'll probably give me whatever I want. The winds are 1003. 1003. Temperature 270.24. Altimeter 3006. Yeah, Kashif, and I mean that's obviously there's some competition for that. I mean, that's really sweet. Bajin initial contact, you have information Sierra. Well, in that case, I'm in In that case, I'm out of luck because I don't have any influence. I don't have any influence. So maybe Vatsim radar. Maybe Vatsim radar can tell us. Why did it just do that? Oh, because that's why. Let's see here. Vatsim radar. Maybe Vatsim radar can tell us. Wait, where are you going? Oh. Departing runway 1 left, runway 1 right, ILS approach runway 1 left. Nice. Expect 1 left for noise abatement. Perfect. So, this just saved me behind. So you can see, ILS approach 1 left in use. Turbojet arrivals expect runway 1 left for noise abatement. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So my new program just gave me the information that I want. Hey, Ian, enjoy your breakfast, buddy. That's awesome. Have a good time. Enjoy your time there. You know, Mike, that was probably a hotly viewed competition. I can't explain that one to you. Sky, I've never flown the A320. I've never flown the Phoenix. I'm not really an Airbus guy. I tried flying the Anybuild's A320 that they put in the free one for the sim, and I did a poor job. So the one thing I do know that I've heard from a lot of people is that the 737 is a lot better on performance, like graphics performance. It's a lot better. I've just finished my tea. Yeah. So but I have to admit I didn't catch the volleyball competition. I haven't watched any of the Olympics yet, actually. Which will change because my buddy running in the sprints here pretty soon. So so Bob, he starts on, let's see, heats start on Thursday, I think, for him. I think he said there. I was talking to him this afternoon about this flight. Yeah, they have all kinds of weird sports. Break dancing is a sport. I mean, give me a break. Get it. I'm sorry, break dancing is not a sport. It just isn't. It's an activity. But then again, I'm just a grumpy old man, so I am proud of myself that I remembered to start my ACARS. Which is pretty cool. So we're coming up Starting to get close to Jack Center. Starting to get close. Let's see here. Because that's a good idea. Mike, he's doing good. He's just his first heat for the hundreds is, I think, on Thursday. I think he said August 1st, which is Thursday. But I was chatting with him this afternoon. He said his prep's going well. So excited. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, the snowboard, I guess I just have to understand that, you know, there is a sporting element to yeah, beer pong, exactly, to skateboarding, but I mean, how you kind of gotta wonder how are they gonna have skateboarding as an Olympic event and Tony Hawk never participated? That's terrible. So, you know. Oh, yeah. See, that's one thing that people don't get. Like, it's hard to think about, like, in the Amazon Prime world that so many of us are used to. But like in the islands, you can't just get stuff. Like, you can't just have Amazon Prime deliver you a new joystick. You know. Oh no way. Yeah, I mean, granted, Tony Hawk is the only skateboarder that I know, because that shouldn't surprise. I'm sure he's probably the only skateboarder like 95% of us know. But nice, we got our panels. Get our panels brightened up here. Turn these down just a little bit. That'll give us some better night vision here. Alright. I think we're in good shape. Javelin throwing. That's one sport you don't want to. You want to keep your head in a swivel when you're at the javelin throwing event. You know. That's for sure. Yeah, cause she was better you than me, because I have no like ability to mess with stuff like that, to try and figure that out. But I hope you get it figured out, man. I really do. Because I'm sure that's frustrating when you're trying to fly. So my buddy who is running, his name is Zarnell Hughes, and he's from Anguilla, but he runs for Team Great Britain, and he's running the 100 and the 200, and he's running the I think he's running the 4x1 as well. Oh, Kashif, yeah, that would be problematic. By the way, what do you guys think of the text on the chat on the screen? Do you guys like that, or is that like distracting? Is it unnecessary? I'm taking votes. If you guys say it's unnecessary, I'll turn it off. I just decided to try it and see what it was like. But yeah, I mean, Kashif, I don't need any help messing up my landings. You know? So let's see, how close are we getting to? We're getting pretty close here. It's a little too big. Not a fan. Alright, you know what? On-screen text is gone. Didn't last long. Because I don't know, I see other people doing it, and so I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. Watch this. Gone. It's funny because I watch XP72. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but I watch him just when I catch him sometimes, and he has it on the screen, and I don't watch that either. But yeah, this is better, right? You can get contrails in the Duke. You can get high enough. Let's see. Oh. I mean, come on, look at this. Why are none of my lights working? Alright, there we go, that's a little better. I mean, tell me that was not beautiful. Hey, my landing lights will work now. Look at that. Watch this. Here we go. Landing lights. Ready? Oh, that didn't work. Let me see. Nice. We're getting to logo light. Yeah, logo light. That is a good reminder right there. Oh, now we're looking good. I mean, is that beautiful? I mean, seriously, like, in the one view I want to see right now, look at this. You tell me being a pilot wouldn't be like on one of these, like on a 737 doing this at night. You tell me this wouldn't be amazing. Let's have a look here. We're getting real close to Jack Center. As a matter of fact, we're in Jack Center. So let's go. 139.525. Jacksonville Center, Union American 2321, level flight level 370.
American 2321, Jack Center, squawk ident.
Squawk ident for American 2321. He had to make me find that button in the dark, didn't he?
American 2321, Jack Center, radar contact 20 miles northwest at the Pennsy intersection. Maintain flight level 370.
Alright, position and altitude checks, maintain 370, American 2321. So let's see here, we're getting relatively close to, let's have a look. Switch this over to evening, even though I don't like evening. And let me bring you guys on board with me here. Let's go Navigraph. Alright, so we are, no. We are, where are we? We're right here. So the arrival starts here at defund. So we are, how far are we from defund right now? We are, so we're about 60 miles from the approach. Yeah, cockpits are great at night. About 60 miles from the start of the arrival here at defund. So let's take a quick look.
Looking for an early handoff, Southwest 5295.
So we'll maintain.
Southwest 5295, radar services terminated. Frequency advisory is approved. Have a great flight.
Over advisory, Southwest 5295. Have a great day.
Alright. Still got 200 nautical miles to top of descent.
Romeo, contact Jacksonville approach 124.9. Over to 24.9 for 3 Mike Romeo. Thank you for service. See ya. Delta 962.
So we still got some time.
The radar service is terminated. Frequency advisory is approved. Have a great flight. Okay, going to Unicom Delta 962.
Where is top of descent here? Top of descent is at Heaven. Top of descent is going to start right about here. Comes down, down, down. And then we go down this way. Seabass, Buggo, Phelan, and then vectors around for the ILS. Start getting set up on the ILS here. We'll start that in a second. Start that in just a little bit. So let's see here. VPOD has a slight echo. Don't know. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I'll see if I can figure it out. Oh, it might be picking up the, might be picking it up through this, my mic might be picking it up through the speaker. Let's see here. LA Center came on. I was expecting a nice calm approach. Yeah, Kashif, I know sometimes you do feel like just having a nice lazy approach on your own. You know, I know that feeling. Look at this. Is that external view loud or no? It's okay. It's okay. Awesome. Oh, nice, Kashif. That's awesome. How cool is that? Special effects on Vatsim. Oh, no way. So, Kashif, is it the one on Bamsis? Or which one? Yeah, I did a lot of stuff with the audio since the last stream to try to balance everything out a little bit. So I guess what we can do. Not the Bamsis one, okay. That's what I figured. Let's see here. I feel like
445, Mike uniform, send me 3000.
I feel like things get a little fuzzier at night. This screen sometimes. Maybe just my imagination. That's neat, Kashif. That's really cool. So let's start getting set up. Since we know what approach it's going to be.
November 445, before turn right, heading 070, intercept the runway 10 localizer.
Come on.
November 445, Mike uniform, you're 5 miles from Sophie. Maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Clear to ILS approach runway 10.
Alright. Localizer 1089. Yeah,
November
okay.
445, Mike uniform, with this 240 left 4, runway 10, clear to land.
I think I can see that. Gotta go floodlight here. Oh, okay. Let's say 1089. 1089. Those. Let's see what else we got here. Tampa is going to be part of the missed approach. PIEVOR, so 116.4. We need 116.4. 116.4. Oh, come on. 116.4 in the backup. 116.4. I'm actually going to put that in the primary, in the number 1 right now on the number 2 radio, so I can see how far we are from there. ATC on the megaphone, is it? Yeah, cause I was thinking the same, Bob. That's amazing. But you know what? If that's what your passion is, then that's phenomenal. I mean, that's awesome. Alright, final approach course is 007. Double 07, I just realized that.
Spirit Wings 2291, contact Washington Center 133.72, have a good flight.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's phenomenal.
2291, contact Washington Center 133.72.
Does this guy sound like a controller or what? I mean,
Spirit Wings 2291, your mic is all static.
Alice Cooper. So is the volume just too loud on the ATC? Is it
Spirit
that?
Wings 2291, Jack.
If that's the case, I can turn it down probably.
My apologies.
It's getting better. It's getting better, the ghosting.
Spirit Wings 2291, roger, have a good flight.
ATC has an echo. But the volume on it is okay? Look at this, guys. Look at this. See this?
Profile 682, welcome back, Jack Center.
Right over the top.
Climb maintain flight level 390.
How cool is that? I know, is it not the coolest thing in the world?
575, Jacksonville Center,
It
roger.
really is. Was ist los? And that's such a useful phrase because you can use it in so many contexts. Was ist los? Hey, was ist los?
575, descend and maintain flight level 320.
Interesting. I gotta see ATC feedback. I gotta see if I can figure that out. Alright, let's see. Traffic in the center is just awesome. It really is. Alright, let's see what else we need. Alright, 2600 is glide slope intercept. He's probably going to give us the sands, but we'll put it down right now. I'll just put it at 10. We'll see if he gives us something later. ILS decision height is 211. Dial that in.
Jacksonville, Thunder 7-4 uniform with you at 8,500 feet with VFR.
Let's say 2.
774 uniform, Jacksonville Center, Roger, the Jacksonville area altimeter 3006.
3006 for 7-4 uniform, thank you so much.
Roger, Kashif. Have a good landing, brother.
Flight 118, Jack Center, welcome back. Climb maintain flight level 370.
Let's see. Alright. Lim sector altitude is 2700. Missed approach, climb 500, then climbing left turn to 3000, direct pi VOR and hold. That's going to be that is a non-standard holding pattern. No, that's standard. This is the outbound minus 30. So 246 heading. Standard rate turnaround, come back in. So that's cool. Let's see, VGSI and ILS glide path not coincident. VGSI glide angle is 3 degrees. Threshold crossing height is 71 on the ILS. Threshold crossing height is 54. So it's a 17-foot difference on the visual or the ILS. How interesting is that? Your feet have to reach the pedals. There's one dude on
1410, Jack Center, Roger.
There's one dude on Instagram that I follow who's his Instagram handle is that 7-foot pilot because he's 7 feet tall. Let's go put 118.15 in down here. Actually, you know what? Don't do that. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Alright, glide slope intercept is Selman at you know what, let's do this on Navigraph, then we can see it, we can all see it a little bit better here. So glide slope intercept is Selman at 2600, that's D 9.9 DME on the ILS. And let's see. And the visual, what is this right here? That's the visual descent point. What does that tell us? That is the point at which you can make a normal descent and landing if you have the airport in visual sight at that point. So that's D 2.9 on the ILS, DME 2.9.
Jacksonville Center, American 1775, coming out of Tampa, 4,000 for 1T, 12,000.
We can do our glide, we can do our speed. Approach speed figure is going to be about 145, so about 800 on the descent. 800 foot per minute descent. Glide slope is 3 degrees, which is standard. Selman to
76, Jack Center, climb and maintain flight level 360.
360, American 1775.
This is for the VOR, for the localizer approach only. I haven't actually tried any of them, Dave. I'll have to check them out.
Jack Center, column 1501, 13,000 for 1660, 16,000 direct Osprey.
And there's a PAPI on the left-hand side, the high intensity approach light system, which is the Rabbit. Missed approach, climb 500, and then climbing left-hand turn.
Jack Center, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Flight level 340, Continental 1501.
Direct pi VOR. Minimums are 211.
Center, hello, FedEx 1489, available 33.
They're doubtful. Okay. So,
Continental 1501, contact 97-135.17.
so airport info.
Alright, 135.17, Continental 1501.
Sorry, who's checking in 330?
FedEx 1489.
Parking gates. Let's take
FedEx 1489 heavy, Jack Center, swap it in.
Oh, that's 1489.
Let's take E68 if he'll give it to us. Because that will mean you can just come. We're landing once one left. Let me see here real quick.
Jack Center for the line 58, you again at 2000. Request will stop at
The 540, that's the, if you're flying the localizer approach.
58, Jack Center. Enter right base, runway 7 left, the Daytona altimeter 3007. Left base for 7 left, and 3007 for 958.
So the 540 is.
That's right base for 7 left. Right base for 7 left, 958, sorry.
So the 540 is for the localizer approach.
Why are you heading south?
That's a good
Oh
question.
crap, not sure, I'm not taking a flight, we'll turn ahead and flight. It looks like our FMS didn't think we hit the runway there. We'll turn back now.
Alright, 360 immediately, because I gotta keep you in my airspace. So 360 immediately, and then we'll port the rest out.
So this is for, so you would cross Selman at 2600 and drop down to 540 for the localizer approach, and then once you pass 0 right here, you would drop down to the minimums, which is 400. But the visual descent point is actually the distance. It's DME 2.9 on the ILS. So it's actually the distance, this point on the glide slope. So it's not necessarily a given height for it. But basically, once you see D2.9 on your display on your PFD, then if you see the runway, you can make a. It's. I mean, for this type of plane, it's not really going to come into play. Oh no! You know what? I stand corrected. I'm going to correct myself. The visual descent point is for the localizer approach, not for the ILS. So you would fly Selman, you'd cross Selman at 2600, drop to 540, you cross Zura, drop down to 400, you drop to 400, and then if you see the airport at 400 feet at D2.9, you can make a normal descent and landing to the runway. If you see it after D2.9, you're going to have to make a steeper descent. So I correct myself. Sorry about that. But the runway is 11,000 feet long. So even if you're, even if you're late on seeing the runway on the localizer approach, the missed approach is the runway threshold, right? So you can cross the threshold at 400 feet. If you see the runway, you can still land, and you got plenty of height or plenty of length to do it, plenty of runway length to do it. I'm glad you asked that question because I had to figure it out. But this is the great thing about the sim. It keeps your brain working. Your flying brain, and my flying brain needs all the help it can get. Let's see here. We have got.
Stop left 453, proceed direct Penn-C, descend and maintain 11,000.
I've got just coming up on top of the descent here in a second. Guys, I'm going to take a captain's break. I will be back in 2 seconds for the start of top of descent, so I'll be right back, guys.
Southwest 453, proceed direct Pensy, descend and maintain 11,000.
Direct Tennessee, sending
Delta 298, you on the frequency?
Delta 298 is 15,000.
Delta 298, climb and maintain flight level 300, that'll be your cruise.
Connor 10 flight level 300, Delta 298.
Riddle 958, runway 7 left, clear to land. 7 left, clear to land, Riddle 958. Southwest 575, radar service is terminated. Frequency 6 advisory is approved. Have a go flight.
Jacksonville Center, United 2105, good evening, flight level 370.
United 2105, Jack Center, squawk ident. JetBlue 2022, contact Washington Center 133.72, have a good flight.
13372, good night.
Alaska 1329, my check.
Alright, I am back, and Philippe,
Okay,
hello.
flight checking, you stepped on another pilot, JetBlue 2022, confirm the
Welcome.
revac.
Philippe, welcome. This is awesome. I'm really glad for
Whoever
your
else was calling, try again.
really glad for your support. Really glad to see you join. It's fantastic.
Alaska 1329, 555.
Oh, Dave, I don't mind the questions at all. Happy to answer the questions. That's the great thing about doing this thing.
1329, request IFR 024 Lauderdale.
It keeps my flying brain engaged,
Guys,
you know.
that's 3 at once. Please take turns. Alaska, try again.
And now nobody's gonna say anything.
Alaska 1329, can you hear me now?
Alaska 1329, that's better, thank you.
Alaska 1329, request IFR 24 Lauderdale.
Alaska 1329, you have an incorrect call sign, sir. It should be Alpha Sierra Alpha 1329. Please refly with the correct call sign.
Jackson said the engine is on 905 with you at 380.
American 1410, descend via the Cuban 1 arrival, runway 8 transition, the Jacksonville altimeter 3006.
Okay, descend via the Cuban 1 arrival. Transition is runway 8 and the 3006.
Magnum, I think that's a great idea. It's a fantastic airplane. And do you guys find night flying boring? I love night flying. It is pitch black out there tonight. And Philippe, welcome aboard. Sorry I didn't get a chance to say that with everybody, with all the ATC going on, but welcome aboard.
Everyone on the ground, just stand by for a second. I gotta talk to the guys in the air first. Who's checking in?
JetBlue 1451, flight level 360.
JetBlue 1451.
Yeah, Dave, I totally get
Jack
that.
Center, let's see, where are you coming out of?
Like, I completely understand.
From Washington Center, we are currently 29 miles south of the Foxtrot Alpha Yankee VOR.
JetBlue 1451, I got you now. They handed off a little early. I just had to zoom out a little. Your radar contact.
Yeah, night flying is a hoot. I love it. I love it in real life too. Night flying in real life is so beautiful. It is so beautiful.
Request IFR 224 Lauderdale.
Alaska 87, you gotta tell me what field you're at.
What am I looking for? Why did I come over here? Looking for something. Oh yeah.
Alaska 1329, I have your clearance advised, ready to copy.
Ready for copy.
See.
87.
Alaska, nope, that's
5,000.
not Alaska 87. That's Alaska 1329. That's the call. Alaska 1329. I have your clearance if I'm ready to copy.
My bad. Alaska 1329. Yeah, I'm ready for copy.
Okay.
Delta 5150, descend by the Seinfeld 3 arrival, the Orlando altimeter 3007.
Alright, descend via the Seinfeld 3, Delta 5150.
Delta 298, contact Miami 10 135.17.
17, Delta 28. Air Center, good evening, America 950.
Exit 9 John Jack Center, squawk, ident. Southwest 453, are you on?
Yes, we are. Southwest 453.
Southwest 453, I've been calling you for off and on for like 10 minutes now. You're at 13,000. You're supposed to be at 11,000, which is what I cleared you to. So now there's no way you're going to be in the airport. So say attention.
Let's see. Man, we can't hear you, dude.
Okay, Southwest 453, when the controller tells you descend and maintain, you descend and maintain. Then.
This guy's having a tough night.
Okay, Alaska 1329, I'm ready for copy.
Alaska 1329, you're clear to the Fort Lauderdale Airport as filed. Maintain 3000, expect flight level 3701 2 minutes after departure.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Departure, this frequency, squawk 7676.
Yeah, the Duke is better. The Duke is better than the 414. The 414 is awesome. Don't get me wrong. The 414 is awesome.
Alaska 29, clear for Fort Lauderdale International Airport as filed. Climb 3,000
But the Duke is better.
7676.
The Duke might have the best.
Alaska 1329.
Might have the best flight model of a
read back
GA
correct,
plane
expect
in the
runway
sim.
17, advise ready to taxi.
Alaska 1329, runway 17.
And I'm descending via the arrival, but I'm sure he's fine with that. I'm not going to bother him right now because he's having a tough time with everybody else.
Center Riddle 958, clear 7 left at November 7, come back to the ramp. Riddle 957, taxi to ramp via, let's see, you want to go to the east ramp or the Riddle ramp? Riddle ramp, please.
Riddle ramp?
Riddle 958, taxi to Riddle ramp via November, November Echo, cross runway 16. November Echo, cross runway 16, Riddle 958, have a good night, thanks. Hey, that's my school.
Air
Canada 905, you have no flight plan on file. Pay attention.
Philippe, if you want to join the Discord, that's the,
Air Canada 905, it's not on my scope. Did you file it with Vatsim?
Would you suggest me to refile it again?
Yes, sir, you're going to have to refile because I have no flight plan. I cannot give you services if you don't have a flight plan on file.
Very well, I do so.
okay.
Setting that at 2105.
United 2105 Jack Center, go ahead.
I know you're busy. Did you get our position there?
I did. Sorry, I never radar contacted you. Your radar contact over the Buns intersection.
Ooh, did you guys see that?
350.
Right, so we had to make an amendment to the altitude. We're at 37.
Alright, you can maintain 37. That's fine too. Sorry about that.
Alright, no problem. We'll maintain 37. That's 2105.
Center for 14 and we're swimming that same component. Never radar contact with 3. There we go.
FedEx 1489, yeah, I picked your tag up, I just never called it. Your radar contact 15 miles north of the Seminole VOR, maintain flight level 330.
I should turn the light off in my office. That would make it even more intense.
Jack Center, Delta 413 with you, climbing through 12,000 for 15,000. Sub 413 Jack Center, climb maintain flight level 310, that'll be your cruise.
Alright,
Level 310
Jackson
for cruise,
information,
Delta 413.
no, Tampa is.
Jackson 905, the file, refiled was sent, and have you got it?
Hey Ed, what's going on? Welcome aboard. Yeah, these guys are pretty out there.
Air Canada 905, no sir. I have no flight plan on file for you. It shows nothing.
Tampa information, Tampa information, Tango. I had to think about that one for a second. No
Alright,
winds,
we'll do
10
it
statute
again.
miles, few 2,300, scattered 4,000, scattered 12, broken 25,000. So here's something that makes me wonder.
Jack Center, American 1545, flight level 370.
American 2321, cross Matty at maintain 1110,000. The Tampa altimeter 3007.
See, wind calm, good visibility, but this temperature 227, dew point 24, that makes me wonder if we're not going to maybe have some weather when we come
American
in.
2321, cross Matty at and maintain 1110,000. The Tampa altimeter 3007.
Tampa altimeter 3007, cross Manny at or above 11,000, American 2321.
American 2321, nope, not at or above, at and maintain. You need to be at 11 at Matty.
11 at Matty for American, flight level 110 at Matty for American 2321. He's right, I was wrong. 3007, he was right. Here I am trying to be like Mr. Cool, and I screw up my radio calls.
Jack Center, American 1545, flight level 370.
American 1410, contact Jack's approach 124.9.
Technical approach 124.9, and great evening, American 1410, great work.
Yep, Matty at 11,000.
Jackson 905, for a second time I sent you the flight plan.
Oi, he's not gonna like that.
Okay, guys, that's 3 at once. I can't do anything if you're all talking over each other. Take a breath and listen for a call before you start talking. Air Canada 905, I still have no flight plan. The other aircraft calling, try again.
Oh, listen here, I got a call from you, so you must have something because you have a call from me, from you, to call you at this frequency, so something was really right, because I did call you at that frequency.
Okay, I told you to call me, but I didn't ask you to speak over other pilots. The issue is not that you're on the frequency,
Magnum.
that you're talking over other pilots, which you just did again. I still don't have a flight plan. I cannot argue with you. I have other pilots to service. Will the other aircraft calling please go ahead?
Magnum, that's hilarious.
Heading to Soggy.
Alright, I need to
Fly
get
by
paying
wire
attention here.
720, climb and maintain 17,000.
Climbing and maintaining flight level 17,000 by the left.
Alright, what do we got here? We got Andy.
Jack Center, American 1774, coming out of Tampa, 12,000, climbing 12,000.
Oh no, that's a Hoy.
American
And then Maddie
1774,
at
Jack Center, climb and
11,000.
maintain flight level 360.
360, American 1774.
Alright, so we're gonna get a handoff here pretty soon. Alright, so
Alaska 1329, ready for pushback.
he's gonna hand me off here to approach here in a little bit. I think this guy might have just resigned.
Alaska 1329, push the start as pilot's discretion. Contact me for taxi. Delta 5150, contact Orlando approach 124.8.
24-8, have a great night. Delta 5150, we'll see you.
Pro flight 682, radar service is terminated. Frequency change advisory is approved. Have a great flight.
Well, we need to count that for the service 682. Have a great night.
From flight 118, radar service is terminated. Frequency change advisory is approved. Have a great flight. Delta 5150, I'm sorry if I already told you, contact approach 124.8. American 2321, contact Miami Center 135.17. Have a good flight.
3517 American 2321, thanks for your help. Now, as we...
8 Alpha Tango, Lauderdale Tower 119.3.
19.3, 8 Alpha Tango, thanks.
3072, indicated.
Before installing the plane, no.
Yeah, we're at 250, FedEx Aviation Heavy.
3072, maintain 210 knots first, then descend and maintain 3000.
Under 210 knots, then descend to 3,000, FedEx Aviation Heavy.
FedEx 3072 Heavy, your sequence is going to be 10 o'clock, 20 miles southbound, 8.7 for 6,000, RNAV 26 right, approach is an American Airbus.
Yeah, we got the traffic inside FedEx 372.
Roger.
Our departure route 1647 is, I think, 4,005 on the departure.
Route 1647, Miami, center radar contact, line and maintain flight level 350.
Up to 350, route 1647.
Emirates 214, cross Shan at or above 3,000, cleared for the ILS or disregard. Emirates 214, fly heading of 340, descend and maintain 3,000, vectors for the ILS runway 27 approach.
Emirates 214 Heavy 340, descending to 3,000, vectors LS runway 27.
This is the freeway 382, somebody still with right there for the quick city.
I'm not going to be able to get a call in here. Hey, Sky, that's awesome, yeah.
Sterling 382 calling. I'm going to be closing up here in just about 3 minutes. Sorry about that. Frequency change is approved.
Where's that group ticket?
Continental 5, 1501 Jacksonville Center 135.902.
3592, call 1501.
Miami Center, American 2321, we're descending via the Matty 4 into Tampa with information Tango.
American 2321, Miami approach, expect the ILS runway 1 left bridge.
ILS runway 1 left, American 2321.
American 2610, steady airspeed. American 2610, we're at 230, flown at 210 now for the arrival. American 2610, maintain 220 knots to Hinku. Alright, 220 knots to, I believe that's Hinku for American 2610. Affirmative, Hinku. Emirates 214 reduced to 190 knots.
Emirates 214, reducing to 190 knots.
I just realized something I didn't do.
Emirates 214, fly heading 0.
Fly heading 360, Emirates 214.
Miami Center, local 4519, 17.
118.3.
18.3, local 4519.
American 2570, Jackson Center 135.902.
3592 for 2570, via.
CA United 3698, Orlando, .8.
What's our name? 3698, how was
See ya.
Come on, we've got JetBlue 14, so 15,002.
JetBlue 1483, Miami Center, climb, maintain flight level 250.
250.
Right there, United 2105, good evening, flight level 370.
United 2105, Miami Center, roger.
Miami Center, good evening again. Turkish 99 Delta, heavy 1,700, climbing 5,000.
Turkish 99 Delta, Miami Center, radar contact, climb, maintain flight level 310.
Climb, maintain flight level 310, Turkish 99 Delta.
You're welcome, Mike.
FedEx 3072, right turn heading 180.
Right turn, heading 180, FedEx 370.
Whoopsie.
American 2290, ready for taxi at Miami.
Contact Miami Tower 118.3, jet Miami.
8.3, American 2290.
See ya.
Okay. don't think Tampa Approach is on anymore, but it shows it being on no, it's not on anymore. Okay. So I might have to go 122.8.
American 2610, anything 170 knots or greater to Geodex.
170 or greater to Geodex, American 2610.
If she's leaving,
FedEx 3072 reduced to 1, actually disregard it, you gotta get down to 3000.
alright.
Miami Center, Skyhawk 856 Alpha uniform on the ground is Melbourne, looking to 5 R2 Orlando.
Unfortunately, I gotta close up here in just a second, so if you can change this page, yeah, good luck.
Thank you as well. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Melbourne's at the Orlando Tricon anyway, so contact Orlando approach.
True, what he said, FedEx 3072, turn right heading 240, intercept the final approach course.
Heading 240, intercept the final approach course, 26 right, heading 378.
American 2610, landing tower 118.3, see it, thanks for the help.
Monday Tower, good day, American 2610, have a great one.
See it. FedEx 3072, 5 miles from Hiku, maintain 3000 until it's out of time, final approach course, clear the RNAV 26 right approach.
Maintain 3000 is still established on the RNAV 26 right approach, heading 372.
Emirates 214, turn left heading 310.
Emirates 214 heavy, turn left heading 310.
American 2321, descend and maintain 3000.
So I maintain 3000, American 2321.
39 Delta, climb and maintain, disregard.
Miami Center, head over to Orlando approach to
RSW, we're ready to taxi.
JetBlue 2956, runway 24, taxi at Golf 2 and Foxtrot.
24 via Golf 2 Foxtrot, JetBlue 2966.
Emirates 214, flight heading 300, intercept the local access.
Emirates 214, turn heading 300.
Emirates 214, intercept the local access, runway 27.
Emirates 214 heavy, intercept localizer for Addis runway 27.
FedEx 3072, 170 knots to Jodax, contact tower 118.3, good night.
170 to Jodax and contact car. We'll see you. Thanks for ATC.
Emirates 214, 10 miles from Sarko, maintain 3000 until established, clear for the ILS runway 27 approach.
Emirates 214 heavy, maintaining 3000 feet, clear ILS approach runway 27.
Hey Mike, take it easy. Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it.
And for Turkish 99 Delta, any case we can get a direct to Mark just to avoid some weather?
Turkish 99 Delta, clear direct Mark.
Direct Mark, Turkish 99 Delta.
Emirates 214 heavy on the localizer for ILS runway 27.
Roger.
Yeah, I'm sitting here fat, dumb, and happy. 0.5, 137.6.
Yellow, FedEx 14 in on every level 330.
FedEx 1489 Miami Center, roger. JetBlue 2966, I gotta close up here, frequency change is approved, has been...
Over to Unicom, have a good night.
Sit. Emirates 214, you can contact Miami Tower 118.3, see ya.
Emirates 214 heavy, contacting Miami Tower 118.3. Thank you, good night.
Good night. As I know, Miami Center is going to start closing up here. Steerlink 277, can you stop by level 350? Steerlink 277, sorry, say again, can you stop by level 250 or 350? Steerlink 277, climb and maintain flight level 350, radar services terminated, frequency change approved. See ya, JetBlue 170, Miami Center closing, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Okay.
Delta 298, Miami Center closing, radar services terminated, frequency change, please, have a good one.
Over to advisory, have a good night, Delta 298.
Good night, Route 1647, Miami Center closing, radar services terminated, frequency change, please.
City lane, Route.
JetBlue 1483, Miami Center closing, radar services terminated, frequency change, please, have a good one.
Gosh, what a beautiful.
795, Miami Center closing, radar services terminated, frequency change, please, we'll see.
What a beautiful night.
American 2321, I gotta close up here, radar services terminated, frequency change, please, you have a good one.
Frequency change approved. Thanks a lot for your help. Have a great night.
See ya. United 2105, Miami Center closing, radar services terminated, frequency change, approved.
Well, now I gotta find out what CTAP is for. $119.5. Alright, well, at least this is gonna be a little bit more peaceful. I'm gonna go right over to I'm gonna go right over to CTAP, or to Tampa approach, because it's just a lot more peaceful. Tampa traffic, American 2321, turning a left downwind for runway 1 left, Tampa. Alright, so yeah, you did actually, Andy, and that looked really, really cool, didn't it? Alright, at Phelan we've got the Vector, and I should have looked at this earlier as well. Alright, at Phelan we're already outside the we're already outside Selman, so we're good to go. So I'm gonna go speed intervent because I would like to control what this is gonna do here. 208. And I'm gonna chuck out some speed brakes because I like me some slowing down. This is when you get pulled forward in your seat when the pilot does this one. Yeah, Andy, I tell you what, I haven't seen that in forever either, but it looked really cool. It looked really cool. So Selman is 10 DME. Lago is 13 DME. Alright, and we'll go flaps 1. And I should have turned on the seatbelt sign a long time ago. Everything is looking good. Alright, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Alright, you can do that if you want. You can do that if you want. It's okay. 88. Alright. So 187 on the heading. I'm gonna level change down to 3,000. Go. Flaps 5. So Yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it? Oh, neat, Dave. I'm telling you, these visuals are just insane right now. Speed brake is on. We're at flaps 5. Auto brakes are set. The lights are on. At Phelan, we want to go. Should we like to do that now? We'll go heading select. And Phelan, we're already outside of Lago, so let's go. Let's go 1. No. You are such an idiot. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. And it should be an indication too. So 1/8, let's go about 125. Tampa traffic, American 2321, turning 15 mile left base runway 10 left, Tampa. I mean, come on, dude, you can't do that. 130, and then, so let's go about 0. And then what I'll do is go direct Lago, Lagoon, and then we will, once we come around here a little bit, and we'll come down to 2600. Alright. So there's been some foolishness on this approach, but we're not doing too bad. Alright, 2600. Now once we are direct Lagoon, we can go approach mode, localizing glide slope in the backup. Alright. And we're looking good. Sky, this is the Tobii eye tracker, and I love this thing. Yeah, it is too bad because it is a fine view right now. It really is. Alright, localizer glide slope are active. Alright, missed is 211. Clearly not going to need that tonight, I should hope anyway. Tampa traffic, American 2321, 10 mile final runway 01 left. Tampa, Miami. Airplane to the right. I don't. Wow, look at that. Alright, let's go. We'll go flaps 15. And no, you don't like that, do you? Sorry. Where's the Air Force Base, Dave? You said to the right? Oh, right there. Okay. Look at that. Why are you so upset? Alright, that's more like it. Alright, we'll go flaps 30. Alright, gear down and indicating flaps 30, speed brakes are armed. Lights are on, engine stars on continuous, we are good to go. Engine should be spooling up here pretty soon. 2100 for 211. Tampa traffic, American 2321, 5 mile final, one way, one left. Yes, one left. Tampa. Alright, we are right on it right now. We'll kick it off. Magnum, I used Track IR for about 12 years before I switched to the Toby, and I honestly didn't think I would stick with the Toby, but I love it. I have no, look at this by the way, nice over water approach. I have no cables right now. I am completely cable free with head tracking. It's awesome. Alright, 1400 for 211. Alright. Autopilot off, auto throttle off. Stabilized.
Traffic.
Tampa traffic, American 2321, short final, runway 1 left, Tampa. Alright, 500 for 200.
Plus 100. Minimums.
Continuing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
It's a little bit sideways there, but not too bad. Not too bad. We'll get this second turn off here. Alright. Not too bad. Clear the runway. Thanks, guy. I actually felt pretty good on that approach once I kicked the autopilot off. I felt pretty good about it. Let me look here. I should have done this before. Come on, please. It really doesn't matter. I just need to clear the runway. And what did I say? Echo 68. So we'll come off here. Landing lights off. Oh. Let's clear the runway here. Alright, let's do that. Then we'll come. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Magnum. Appreciate that. Hey, Ed, you as well. I appreciate you stopping in. Alright, let's come to a stop here. Let's go APU gens on. Turn that. Let's go taxi light on. Let's see if... Alright, there we go. There's our taxi light. Now, I need to figure out where I'm taxiing here. Airstand E is to the right, and 68 is in the middle, so... And... So... Come over here, we'll turn the flight directors off. Come down here, we'll turn this to that. Alright. I don't know if you guys are seeing the stuttering in the stream, but what happens is if you do this, I don't know why, if you turn frame gen off, apply, turn frame gen back on, and apply, and then go back, it doesn't do it anymore. Not sure why, but that's the way it works. Alright, so hey Randall, thanks a lot, I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us, it was good to see you. Pilot Dave, thank you sir, appreciate that. But if you, like I said, if you just go in there and turn the turn frame gen off, save, then turn it back on and save, it stops. I don't know why, but it does. So I have to say that was a successful flight. I don't know if I'll get my gate because they've got some gates occupied, so I'll just take the first gate that looks free here. Hey, it looks like one was empty in the middle there. That was a fun flight. Thanks, Pilot Dave. I enjoyed it too. I'm glad you enjoyed it as well. And thank you for joining up, by the way. It means a lot. I do appreciate the support from everybody. You guys are awesome. Might actually be... Oh, I should probably take this one, because that looks like it might be a little tight to the wing over there. Now, the most important part of any flight, never mind the landing, never mind the approach, the most important part is the parking. You can't have a successful flight unless you park well. Oh, this is a Delta gate. I've bungled this one. Alright, we go. That will kill the engines. Alright, we'll come up here. Doink, doink, doink. Let's go down here and get some lights. Yeah, let's turn them up nice and bright. Why is that not bright? Alright, and all these fuel pumps coming off. We've got the fasten seatbelt signs off. Those are coming off. No, I don't want a checklist, thank you. Turn all these off. APU bleed on, turn these bleeds off. Alright, now we gotta do some work down here. Ground services, it's at the chocks. Get that, we'll get that. Passenger entry, we're going jetway. And we got us some baggage and so on and so forth. And ground power. APU off. Lights off. That goes to standby. Or steady rather, and I think we're good to go. APUs, packs can come off. And I think we're pretty good. Let's take a look outside and see if we... Oh, it's not too bad. Oh, that's right on the 737 right there. Almost nailed it. That's not too bad at all. I'm not displeased with that. I am displeased to be parking in a Delta spot. But, other than that, I'm okay. Let's put the flaps up. Good sheep. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm approaching the con. Nice day with 15 PS. Oh man, I'm sorry, Kashif, that stinks. It's got to be some heavy scenery out there too. Even not flying into the main airport, you know, it's still got to be heavy scenery out in that part of the world, I would say. Yeah, you know, I had an i7 8700K like 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, and that was all right. It wasn't too bad. Really, the guy 173. That parking is solid right there. That is solid. I'm proud of that. I'm going down. Strobes off here. Yeah, it's. I didn't realize how much extra burden Vatsim is, but I guess it is. Yeah, Kashif, I wouldn't be surprised at all if GSX is a big part of the problem. Yeah, Sky, that's a huge upgrade. That's a huge upgrade. So, I love airports at night. It is so beautiful. Let's see what the ACAR said about me landing. 156 feet a minute, not too bad. I'll take that. Put in the route. File my PIREP here. Yeah, that wasn't a bad flight. That was a good flight. So cool. We had awesome audience. Dave, you got to meet a lot of the Island Sim Pilot All-Stars tonight. Some great turnout. And yeah, Sky, you know what's funny? I have two Class Charlie airports right nearby me. Albany, New York, and Syracuse, New York. And Albany has a great location for watching departures and landings, which is really cool. I should go do that sometime. Why am I landing? Why am I at a Delta gate? Why? But this is... I forget who did this airport. Let's see. This is... Hold on. This is, where are you? Oh, this is Vertical Sim. Vertical Sim did this airport. And they did a really nice job. It looks great. I mean, I can't get over how nice the airports are. And like, look at the textures of just the way that airplane looks. I mean, looks fantastic. In Gaines, that is in Michigan? Ah, okay, yep, gotcha. Let's see here. But yeah, it was a good flight. That was a good flight. I'm glad I did this one. And southwest of Flint, gotcha. This, Dave, this is Vertical Sim. And I mean, obviously it's, well, you know what I can do. Watch this. Let's turn on the lights here. I mean, I think they did a really, really nice job. It's beautiful. Look at that parking garage, holy cow. So Vertical Sim, you've done well. I still can't get over how good the airports are in the sim. Amazing. Kashif, I can imagine. That's tough when you do, I mean, you did like a 4.5 hour flight. That's tough. But yeah, that was a fun flight. And it is fast becoming time for me to take the dog out and go to bed. What time is it? 10:30. Alright, not too bad. But yeah, guys, thanks for 5 hours. Yeah, but thanks for coming out, guys. I really appreciate it. Dave, it's great to meet you. Glad to see you in the Discord. Thank you again for joining. That's really awesome. And glad to have you aboard. Really enjoyed chatting with you this evening. And Kashif, good luck with everything, my friend. Sky, good to see you again as well. Really good to see you again. Bob, as always, thank you, sir. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys were able to join. And we'll do it. Maybe we'll do another one tomorrow night. We'll see. Because this one was certainly worth the time. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And beautiful approach, beautiful flight. So, hey Magnum, thank you so much, and thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. You guys make it worth the while. You really do. Because otherwise I'd just be sitting here talking to myself and the dog, but mostly myself. But guys, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody has a great rest of your night. And we'll chat soon. Take care, guys.